Hi everyone, welcome back to the final part of our pharmacokinetic model series. In this video, we are going to understand the physiological pharmacokinetic models, also known as perfusion rate limited models. Let's get started. Unlike compartmental models that divide the body mathematically, these models are based on real anatomical physiological data. They assume that drug movement within the body regions depends on blood flow or what we call perfusion. So these are also called as blood flow rate limited models or perfusion rate limited models. But here is the catch. These assumptions applies mainly to drugs that are highly lipophilic, poorly ionized, and can easily cross cell membrane. Okay, so the drugs that can pass through membranes without much resistance, this model works best for them. This model considered actual organs and tissues in the body. Different compartments are assigned to organs depending on how well blood reaches to them. First one is HPT, highly perfused tissues like heart, liver, kidneys, and lungs are grouped together. Then we have PBT, poorly perfused tissues like muscles, skin, and fat are grouped together. Organs with very low blood flow might even be excluded. This diagram shows how blood carries the drug from atrial system to different tissues. Heart, highly perfused tissues, poorly perfused tissues, kidneys and liver. Elimination happens through renal route and hepatic metabolism. With in renal route with the rate constant Ke and in hepatic metabolism with the rate constant Km. Here Q stands for blood flow rate to each organ or tissue group, and remember Ke rate of urinary elimination, Km is rate of hepatic metabolism elimination. Okay, so HPT is highly perfused tissues and PPT is poorly perfused tissues. Now let's talk about the advantages of this model. It uses real human anatomical and physiological data, so the predictions are more accurate. The math is not too complex and you don't need much curve fitting. It gives a realistic picture of how drug distribute in different tissues. Changes in the body due to diseases, physiological variations can be incorporated directly. And best of all, it can be applied across different species and extrapolated to humans. However, like all the models, there are some disadvantages too. Collecting experimental data from each tissue or organ is very tedious and time consuming. You need exact values for blood flow and other parameters like Km, Ke, which might not be available for all drugs or species. So, to summarize, this physiological model gives us the most realistic picture of how drug behaves in the body, but they are also data hungry, requiring detailed information about blood flow or organ characteristics. Still, for research and high precision prediction, these models are extremely valuable. And that's all for physiological pharmacokinetic models. We have now covered all three major types, that is compartmental, models, non-compartmental models, and now physiological models. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with more upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.